Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Soy Gemma de Gemmenta Chip. Segunda parte del vídeo en el que Max Beaumont, which is a big inspiration for me, que es una gran inspiración para mí, está haciendo un análisis junto con su tío Harley, his uncle Harley, thank you so much, I admire you a lot, que es psicólogo. Están haciendo un análisis de este episodio de Two Kids Room sobre el HYUNLIX, Hyunjin and Felix. Tenéis la primera parte del vídeo ya publicada seguramente, y como era muy larga lo tuve que dividir en dos partes, así que vamos a ver, vamos a continuar.
And he's going for real. So I mean, he's really he didn't realize that his friend is really taking it seriously. That it matters a lot to him. He's never taken it off.
Yeah, I think these guys are a good match. I mean, it seems like Hyunjin, he's a thoughtful guy. Is actually what I'm learning personally in this episode, between the painting and the ring. Like he thinks about his friends.
Very much so.
And then Felix is a guy who, if anyone's going to really appreciate a gift, it's Felix. So it just seems like a good match in that way. Like.
Están diciendo que Max está diciendo que los dos son como un good match porque Félix es una persona que si tú quieres hacer un regalo a alguien ahí, a quien se lo darías a Félix, porque es muy positivo, te va a dar mucha energía buena, positiva, te va a hablar muy bien, lo va a tomar mucho en valor. Y Hyunjin es una persona que tiene mucha inner thoughts, like es un pensador, ¿no? Él piensa mucho y es una persona bastante con mundo interior, entonces hacen una pareja muy bonita en ese sentido, en el de amistad estamos hablando, porque se comunican perfectamente.
As a gift giver, you want people to appreciate that, right? So, and you're getting that in spades with Felix. Yeah. So I think they're just both getting a lot out of the relationship. It feels like in that way.
Just
anyway,
keeps rolling over.
Keeps rolling over, right?
And makes them more solid. Yeah.
Totally makes them more solid. Here we go.
그날이네.
근데 너 엄청 싸.
야, 너 때문에 돈 얼마 썼는데 그때 와.
나 때문이야?
뭔가 이거 야, 현진. 너무 이거 사야 돼. 그래서 사야 돼. 근데 좀 비싼.
아 근데 예쁘다.
사야 돼. 그래서 근데 후회는 안 해. 맞아, 예뻤어.
그건 잘 된 거야.
잘 됐어.
너가 만족하면 그래 잘 된
거야.
Están hablando que se fueron de comprar
You're
juntos.
satisfied. That's all good. The other thing is that they're talking about money. At least Hyunjin is.
Yeah.
And twice now he's referred to the expense of things. And you know that money means nothing to these guys.
Right.
They've got lots of it.
Yeah.
But what they're saying is that I'm just a regular person. It's, I'm like everybody else. If something's expensive, I recognize it. I don't feel like I'm entitled to anything. It still matters that something costs. I mean, they put value on the cost of something. Mm-hmm. So that just, I think, kind of tells you that they got their feet on the ground and, they're pretty humble. Yeah.
Aquí Harley lo que está diciendo es algo que no tiene que ver con el HYUNLIX en sí, pero con ellos dos en concreto y quizás con todos los chicos, y es que Hyunjin ha mencionado 2 veces el dinero, entonces lo que está diciendo es que es una persona realmente con los pies en la tierra, porque son personas que no tienen problemas de dinero, obviamente ganan mucho dinero, pero le dan valor al dinero. Es decir, lo que Harley está diciendo es que él menciona el dinero como cualquier persona regular de cualquier estatus y que le está dando valor. Es decir, nos fuimos de compras y dije, me voy a gastar todo este dinero. Bueno, me lo voy a gastar porque Félix me dijo, uy, qué bien te queda, que no sé qué, venga, cómpralo. Y él decía, bueno, y sí, al final del día me gasté un montón de dinero, ¿no? Y son idols, son estrellas. Pero ellos están hablando como personas regulares, que es lo que está poniendo en valor Harley, que son personas muy humble, personas muy humildes en ese sentido.
They just seem like regular guys who are, not too full of themselves at all, and recognize, life's tough, like for everybody.
Yeah, and I think, just the nature of this episode here, having to be self-reflective like this, I think that probably helps keep you grounded and humble too, right? And you got other guys observing you, and there's something to that, I think, that kind of keeps you humble, right? Because you're looking within yourself.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So
it's
that contributes
they keep
to
each
the
other
humility.
in check.
I think so.
Yeah.
근데 이제 약간 개그 케미가 좀 잘 맞아지는
아
게
맞아.
예를 들면 현진이가 약간 장난을 딱 치면 용복이도 그 약간 재치 있게 잘 받고
받아주네.
용복이도 장난을 치면 현진이도 되게 재치 있게 받고 되게 약간 제가 바라는 제가 좋아하는 약간 그런 찐친의 그런 케미가 요즘 더 생기지 않았나라는 생각을 하고 있어요.
저는 원래 진짜 장난.
These guys are taking it seriously, like, right? They're taking that analysis seriously, which I always find interesting.
And they're insightful. I use the comments.
Very insightful guys.
Yeah,
I'm always impressed with these boys, man.
Yeah.
At Felix, I just feel like he gets a lot of warm feeling. He gets a really warm feeling bonding with people. Like, he just likes to bond and connect. Like, he almost lights up when he's able to, like, draw a similarity between Hyunjin and himself. And
he's not the leader, huh? From what you've seen? Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Está preguntando Harley si Félix es de líder, porque dice que es interesante cómo conecta, lo que estaba diciendo Max, cómo conecta a la gente, cómo la hace sentir bien, cómo la hace sentir pues a gusto con sus comentarios. Y ahí lo que también estaba diciendo es que Hyunjin y Félix tienen el tipo de química que a él le gusta en una relación. Se saben seguir muy bien las bromas, se saben dar muy bien consejo. Es como una relación que le gusta mucho a él, esa buena química, ¿no?, que tienen. Y ellos están impresionados por cómo Chanbin habla, ¿no?, sobre ese mundo interior. Chanbin es una persona, ya os lo he dicho anteriormente, que es emocionalmente muy inteligente.
Yeah. He looks like he could assume a leadership role.
Cool.
Yeah, just the way he's in control and his feedback. He's kind of directing the conversation more or less, and making the other person feel really good about themselves. So he has that kind of quality about him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think he might have a little bit more difficulty. I wouldn't even call it difficulty, but it might not come as naturally to him to command a room. You know, I think he's really good one-on-one, but definitely a leader in a way. I think that's a good call.
그래서 우리 그래서 그때 싸웠잖아.
아 맞아.
싸웠다기보다는 얘기를 많이 했지.
얘기를 많이 했지. 그때.
지금은 딱 아니까. 근데 나는 다른 멤버들보다 너한테 더 장난을 많이 치는 것 같아.
그래? 응. 내가 봤을 때 너 승민이한테 진짜 많이 해.
승민이한테 많이 하지. 그러니까 승민이랑 너가 투탑이야, 내가 봤을 때.
투탑.
다른 사람들한테는 나 장난 별로 안 쳐.
His demeanor from the first couple minutes of the interview has completely changed. You know, before he seemed a little shy and hesitant, wasn't sure how his painting was going to be received, wasn't really making eye contact, wasn't turned to Felix, and now it's almost like he's completely being expressive here and open and just feels free. Yeah. And I don't often see that from Hyunjin. I see it from time to time, but from him, I think it's a little bit more difficult for him to put those walls down, and he's seeming to be really open now.
Being a sensitive guy that I think he is, and I think he would agree that he is, he'd be one to appraise the situation. How are other people responding to me? How are other people relating to me? So he's not one to put himself out there and demand that he's been looked at. He's more of a person of responding to what other people are doing around him. And I could see him, and as I see it here, he could either become more outgoing and more demonstrative and more comfortable in it.
Dice que Hyunjin es una persona, os recuerdo que es psicólogo, no sé si lo he dicho en este vídeo, Uncle Harley es psicólogo, y que es una persona, Hyunjin, que al ser muy sensitiva, muy sensible, él no va a abrirse en capas rápidamente sino que según como vea la conversación va a demostrar más o menos de él. Y que aquí ahora ve un Hyunjin totalmente diferente al principio, abierto, una vez que Félix le ha demostrado que tiene la confianza, que puede decir, que puede hablar lo que quiera, que se siente a gusto. Hyunjin poco a poco va sintiéndose a gusto ahí y va abriendo capas y va demostrando más y más cómo es él.
or I could see him withdrawing.
Yeah.
And pulling into himself and becoming very quiet if the conversation is not going in a direction.
I could see that, totally see that too.
Yeah. But he seems like a really good-hearted person.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
그리고 너는 그 표정으로 압도하는 그게 있잖아. 나는 너의 가장 멋있는 부분은 나는 되게 무대에서 표정을 안 지으면 그냥 좀 심플한.
Eso es muy fuerte lo que dice Hyunjin. Dice que no es expresivo en el
난 표정을
que no es expresivo en la
표정을 안
performance.
지어도 그 아우라라는 게 있어. 그래서
Que le gusta el aura de Félix en el escenario.
Really complimentary, but yeah.
Yeah, but Hyunjin is being very self-deprecating, yeah? He's saying, sometimes I don't show the right emotions on stage and I don't look cool.
Like I look simple.
I look simple, yeah. Not like you, Felix.
Not like you.
You look like terrific. And so he's really complimenting him while putting himself down.
Maybe that.
Está, lo que es eso, es lo que os estaba diciendo, está ensalzando a Félix poniéndose él por debajo porque dice, tú tienes un aura especial en el escenario que yo a veces no tengo porque no logro expresar mis sentimientos a través de la actuación, cosa que sabemos que no es así, ¿no? Hyunjin es un estupendo performance, ¿no? Tiene de hecho los dos son como los que más llaman la atención por ser por captar toda la atención en el escenario cuando están actuando, pero Hyunjin se está poniendo por debajo y está diciendo, es que Félix, tú en el escenario tienes un una aura especial.
Just him trying to emphasize the compliment.
I think it's part of his need for reassurance. As I said, I think he's directed by his sensitivities because he knows that if he says something self-critical,
Felix will come back and
make him feel better.
Yeah,
and I think they've kind of like figured that out. It's part of their dynamic, But
they comfort each other in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yet he's still being really open. Hyunjin is and saying this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And so he's leaving himself open to criticism.
Really deeply sensitive guy. Yeah, no, I think...
Están diciendo que Hyunjin es una persona realmente muy profundamente sensible, porque es que y que los dos tienen una dinámica en la que se basa en la que Hyunjin expresa como un poco sus inseguridades, cómo él se siente a través de ensalzar a Félix, y Félix enseguida corre como al rescate de Hyunjin y le dice lo bueno que tiene, lo bueno que es la dinámica que ellos tienen, ¿no?
That's an astute observation.
Really
He is.
so.
There's a safe place for him in Felix. You know what I mean? It's almost like he feels safe with him and he can say these things to
Exactly.
him.
That's why.
Max dice que lo que se puede ver de esa conversación es que Hyunjin se siente tranquilo con Félix. Es como su safe place, su sitio seguro, ¿no? Y Uncle Harley agrees.
All the time. You're my security blanket.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
난 표정을 그래서 짓는 건데.
That's why I feel.
표정을
But
안
you have
지어도
this aura.
아우라라는 게 있어. 그래서 너가 어쨌든 카메라에 잡혔을 때.
Immediately,
Yeah.
right? Felix like, no, that's not true.
No.
Immediately.
Felix
Right, so that's just
later,
part
¿no?
of their thing. Hyunjin maybe
Yeah.
is just self-deprecating because he knows he's going to get that reassurance from Felix. So it's like, and he's probably doing
Exactly.
it subconsciously.
Yeah, and
You know?
Felix is, when he's getting those that praise from Hyunjin, he just puts his head down.
Yeah.
Not like you said.
Yeah.
No. So he's not big-headed about it
Right.
at all.
그게 진짜 멋있어. 뒤에서 봤을 때도. 앞에서 카메라 봤을 때랑 충분히 멋있고.
Y ahora le está diciendo
en los hoteles Meli.
Félix que Hyunjin se ve bien en el stage, incluso por detrás. Dice seguro, por delante seguro, pero por detrás más todavía.
순간들은 진짜 내가 뒤에 너랑 가까이 있을 때.
Wow.
내가 직접 네 춤추는 스타일을 볼 수 있으니까.
과찬인데.
Wow.
That's very cool. Yeah. I mean, to say he's flattered feels, lucky that he's standing behind him.
Standing behind
wow,
him.
how humble and how appreciative he is. You can say as much good things about me as you want, but you're really important too.
You're really important too. Yeah. Hyunjin's taking that in. So like, I feel like Felix
Dice, me
isn't,
gusta
you know,
tenerte
he's not
delante
taking in the
bailando.
praise.
Me siento
Like, he's
seguro,
not taking
me
in
gusta
the
verte.
No.
De Felix a
He's
Hyunjin.
deflecting.
He's deflecting. Whereas Hyunjin's taking it in. You know?
Yeah.
Hyunjin's really affected by it genuinely in a positive way.
Yeah.
I think his lens right now is making sure Hyunjin wants Hyunjin to feel good, wants to connect with Hyunjin. So, you know, I think that's just where his mind is shifted toward right now. It's about you here. Like, let's make this about you here mode. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. There's not like a balance of exchange here.
Right.
He's basically catering to his.
Están diciendo que aquí básicamente en la conversación cuando Hyunjin dice no, es que tú eres muy buen, tienes ese aura, tienes no sé qué, Félix hace todo lo posible para que la conversación vuelva a Hyunjin, a ser él el protagonista, el que diga, no, es que yo cuando te veo bailar desde atrás, yo me siento seguro, a mí me gusta tenerte enfrente bailando, que tú seas, ¿no? Ese protagonismo. Y entonces ellos están diciendo que Félix está haciendo realmente sentirse importante a Hyunjin y que realmente quiere que la conversación siga en él, ¿no?
Needs. But they do have a cool dynamic.
Totally
though.
do. Yeah, they do.
Tienen una
You can tell
dinámica
they're
muy
super
cool.
close.
Yeah.
Que son muy cercanos.
나누는 그 피드백이 예전에 비해 한마디면은 그냥 금방 알아채는 약간 그런 게 있는 것 같아서 둘이서 되게 피드백
Yeah, they recognize a specialness between those two. Yeah.
잘해요. 그래서 나는 오히려 만약에 같이 누구랑 하면 그게 더 편해. 훨씬. 그래서 뭐 3명 아니면 2명 뭐 그렇게 해서
나랑 숙지 레코드도 하자 숙지 플레이어도 하고 싶어 나는 상관
Felix, again, is another example of his humbleness and desire to be part of a group rather than to be the standout. He said he feels much better, more comfortable when the other group members are playing with him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have this ego where he says, I want to be the front runner here. He's saying, I feel best when we're doing it together.
Yeah, just
Aquí lo que Félix está diciendo es que él prefiere grabar o estar en grupo con los demás, que prefiere jugar con los demás, que no quiere ser el que salga, el que destaque. Y lo está reconociendo el psicólogo.
tell on his character, for sure.
No quiere ser el protagonista.
하고 싶어 나는 상관없다 야 갑자기 생각난 거 있어 뭐 나 한창 힘들었을 때 내가 너랑 영어로
Hyunjin, really, it's just nice to see him around Felix. Yeah, he's excited. He's excited to speak. He's excited to share his thoughts with Felix. And because when you know it's going to be accepted with a certain amount of validation, when you feel like you can trust the person, you're going to be excited to share more with them.
And Felix is giving him a safe space.
Yes.
And he feels it, and then he's going to respond to that feeling of safety.
Yeah.
I'm going to be...
Está diciendo que la dinámica que tienen ahora se están centrando en Hyunjin y lo que están diciendo es que se siente muy cómodo, está animado, está se siente expresivo, que puede hablar, que puede... porque sabe que Félix lo va a escuchar y lo va a entender, entonces se siente como seguro. Y no le da miedo demostrar que está contento, que está feliz al contar todas esas cosas, ¿no?
Yeah.
as much as we're different, though we try to understand and care for each other. That itself is so valuable and precious. No one else can have those relationships. That's one of the reasons why I believe that we were meant, not only one team, we were meant to be together as friends and family.
I think you make our
Friendship.
and it's really thank you.
Incluso Hyunjin trata de decirlo en inglés. Tú has sido como el hueso de nuestra relación y has hecho que sea posible y estoy agradecido contigo por eso. Porque Félix dice que por muy diferentes que ellos sean, la conexión que ellos tienen es tan especial que se siente como algo que solo ellos pueden ser, como algo destinado a ser. Está ahí diciendo familia, como verdaderos amigos. Y me gusta mucho la reacción que tienen ellos.
Wow. Two people just kind of relating at a very sort of, at the most sensitive base level, like, I'm glad that I know you and you make me feel better.
Yeah.
Conversations like this, and this conversation in particular, you know, just puts another brick into the bond. You know, it's like, hey, let's just talk about how thankful we are for each other.
Yeah.
Here's another brick in the wall, you know, to solidify our team.
Right.
You know? And you know, this serves not only a purpose for a purpose of relating to their fandom, because clearly we have a view into their personal lives right here, but it also serves the purpose of uniting and unifying themselves. And this is like just awesome that they're creating this bond with us, but they're creating a bond with themselves at the very same time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's very.
Están diciendo que es muy impresionante cómo ellos están con esa conversación tan sensible. Es una conversación muy densa, muy intensa. Están rompiendo una barrera más en su relación. Es como, y están poniendo una piedra en su castillito en la relación cercana que tienen, ¿no? Y el psicólogo está diciendo que es muy importante porque no es solo de cara al fandom, que los estamos viendo, sino están creando un círculo más cercano con nosotros, pero a la vez están creando una relación más estrecha entre ellos todavía. Entonces dice que es una dinámica muy interesante de ver, muy cool.
그러니까 풀려고 하는 것보다 그 시간이 지나면서 기분이 완화가 되고 그 다음부터 이제 다시 친해지는 성격인데 용복이는 풀려고 하는 성격이에요. 그러다 보니까 둘이 그거에서 약간 좀 다른 점이 있으면서 오히려 그것 때문에 지금 이렇게 친해지지 않았나.
This dude's super smart, huh? Changbin, the guy in the middle. He expresses himself really confidently. Maybe if we check out some more Stray Kids, you can check him out. I'm really impressed with him from a communication standpoint.
Sure.
Really observant guy.
A Max le gusta mucho Changbin.
He knows his
guys. He knows his guys well.
Yeah.
Dice que conoce bien a los chicos
he's into
y que
the
quiere
analysis. He likes digging deep.
And he's right
que
about
reaccionen a Changbin, porque es una persona que le resulta muy
he doesn't
interesante.
want conflict.
Exactly.
And he wants to accommodate this situation, accommodate the other guy, so there wouldn't be any tension. So
I'd love to have Changbin sitting with us next time.
Yeah.
Let's get into this together, you know?
Yeah. He knows.
Ellos están diciendo que ven a Changbin tan que es capaz de reaccionar tan profundo en la dinámica de conocer a los chicos y tal, que a lo mejor deberían tenerlo al lado de ellos la próxima vez que hacen un análisis.
He knows his people way better than we do. I mean, he lives with them.
For sure.
But I think we're pretty close to what he's observing.
Yeah, I agree. We got validated by Changbin.
Dice, todo lo que hemos dicho acaba de ser validado por Changbin.
I feel like I have another reason to live.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Too much.
Aquí es la famosa frase, I have another reason to live when I think of you. Cuando pienso en ti, creo que tengo otra razón más para vivir. Eso no se lo dices tú a cualquiera. Eso es una cosa que yo no he dicho en mi vida, por ejemplo.
That I sometimes.
That's deep, man.
Extremely, man.
That's deep.
That he's one of the reasons for.
Well, I
him
think
being
about that.
alive.
Those aren't words to take lightly. There.
No.
When I think about you, I feel like I have another reason to live. I mean, that's the type of stuff that I would say to my fiance on.
Dice Max, eso es algo, esa frase les ha impresionado mucho. Dice, eso es algo que yo le podría decir a mi esposa, a mi mujer, a mi pareja. Es algo muy, muy profundo. Él dice my fiance, ¿ok? Y dicen, wow.
You know, on wedding day.
Right.
Dicen,
And again, I'm not implying anything romantic. I'm just saying, like, that's
the impact that, his friend has on him is immense.
Huge.
Yeah.
Just naturally be a good friend, because I can always think too serious about you. Because you're here, I'm happy that because of you I am who I am.
Oh,
너무 깊어졌네.
Se ha ido muy sensible, dice Félix. Porque tú estás, yo creo que tengo una razón más para vivir. Y entonces los dos van, porque dice Hyunjin,
영어로 말하면 편하다. 야, 한국어로 절대 말 못할 얘기들이야 이거 진짜.
Yeah, it's almost like there's like a. It doesn't feel as deep for him maybe in Korea. Doing it in English. Yeah,
dice como
that's
que en
funny.
inglés suena más
영어로 말하니까
profundo.
편하다. 야, 한국어로 절대 말 못할 얘기들이야 이거 진짜로.
너무 좋은데?
아,
You know, it's mostly just the way they mimic each other, or the
Yeah.
hand gestures.
Yeah.
Both of them put their hands up to their mouths during that
same
little
time.
bit there. Yeah.
Just to,
They're really into each other's vibes.
for sure. They mirror each other.
They mirror each other.
Yeah.
Dicen que son un espejo el uno del otro, que hacen mucha mímica, es decir, que están muy reflejados en uno en el otro, que son como algo muy cercano, que es que son, si uno hace así, el otro hace así también, y que son espejos el uno para el otro. Me encanta esa frase. Bueno, eso aquí
Throughout the dynamic here, you know, it's Felix trying to reassure and make Hyunjin feel like he's a valuable person.
Yeah.
But more than just a valuable person, he's saying, personally, you mean like an incredible amount to me. To me.
Yeah.
And he looks like he was taken aback by it.
Hyunjin? Yeah, I think he was.
But once again, he's kind of like putting a blanket around him and saying, you know, I love you,
Yeah.
and you're really important to me.
Yeah.
But he recognizes, Felix does, that information is necessary to convey. And he knows that he needs that, that Hyunjin needs that kind of reassurance. I know probably in Felix's mind, he would love to save Hyunjin from the world and make everything right for him. You could just see he's such a protector. It's not like he wants to keep him down in terms of being infantile and I'll look after you. You don't.
dice que lo que Félix está haciendo es como cubrir a Hyunjin, es como que quiere protegerlo a todos los niveles, le dice, podría salvar el mundo para él, ¿no? Es como algo muy importante para Félix, Hyunjin. Y que cuando Hyunjin se siente un poco cercado por esos comentarios, por esas cosas tan fuertes, es como si se encerrara un poco. Félix lo reconoce, pero sabe que es importante para Hyunjin decirle estas cosas, porque quiere que sepa que él está ahí para él y ellos están destacando la dinámica tan importante que tienen entre los dos, como que es algo con muy cerrado.
Don't worry anything. You know, I like the fact that you've grown, so he's encouraging him to be a better version of himself.
Right. Cool, man. So two just really genuine, sensitive souls, big-hearted guys. I think we just watched. So cool, guys.
Bueno, si queréis ver todo el contenido de Max tiene un canal, aparte de su canal de YouTube, que os dejaré abajo linkeado en este vídeo, pero tenéis ahí abajo su Max Beaumont, ahí podéis ver. También os dejaré el link de Uncle Harley y aparte él tiene Patreon donde hace reacciones extensas e intensas y explica toda la dinámica. Tiene casi todos los Two Kids Room hechos y bueno, first of all, primero quiero darle las gracias a ellos. First of all, I would like to thank you, Max and Uncle Max, for giving such a professional vision of this incredibly relationship that we stays appreciate a lot, and that gives us a more introspective way of seeing it. Thank you so much, and I'm a fan of yours, so I'm here, Gemma, for you. Ellos de verdad, como lo analizan de esa forma tan profesional, nos están dando un punto de vista de un psicólogo, un punto de vista de una persona que es coach en este sentido de la emocionalidad en las conversaciones, y para mí es un honor realmente reaccionar a este vídeo Y bueno, esta es la segunda parte. Espero que os haya gustado. Sé que son 2 vídeos muy largos, pero quería daros una visión del HYUNLIX como yo la veo, ¿vale? Porque estoy muy de acuerdo con lo que ellos dicen. Y ellos no están diciendo que sea una visión romántica. Están diciendo, no se sabe, pero es una visión con la que yo estoy de acuerdo mucho. Se necesitan mucho y no solo que se necesiten, sino que se valoran mucho el uno al otro. Entonces tiene una dinámica muy especial. Así que hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy. No os olvidéis de seguirme, por favor, si os ha gustado este contenido, porque yo básicamente lo que he hecho es traducir lo que ellos han dicho y dar mi punto de vista, que es igual, básicamente. Y dejarle un like si os ha gustado e ir a seguir a estas maravillosas personas, por favor. Así que un beso muy grande y espero que os guste mucho este vídeo. Bye.